Jim, a couple of weeks off from playing competitive football, you could be forgiven for seeing there might be a bit of ring rust there a little bit, and coming away to a top 7 side in Halesowen probably wasn't the ideal scenario, but I mean, you've got to be delighted with the outcome of that, haven't you?
Yeah, we are delighted. Obviously, we we worked really hard in training the last 5 sessions. We felt we were fully prepared for today, and we said at the start of the game, look, Halesowen, even though they're not in that top 4, they have the best home record in the league. It's something that we need to be aware of. We'd had them watched. I was at Stamford last week, so we knew their potential weaknesses, and I felt that we set up right. We were organised. We had good understanding. Maybe first half we didn't really use the ball in the attacking area, as well as we should. But we focused on that second half. Obviously got an early goal second half, which was superb again, and similar to Mickleover in the way that I think our shape, our endeavour, our attitude, all brilliant. Could not fault it, and I think in the end, probably looking to hold on for a point and to get the 3 points is outstanding.
Obviously, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the game, yourself had to watch that winning goal from just behind us here, actually, with the home fans, which I'm sure was quite entertaining for you. Talk us through what happened, why the referee came over and brandished a red.
Yeah, so the ball was down near our dugout. I think it was their right back, curled one down the line, which seemed to have go out of play. So 3 or 4 players plus our management and their management called for that. Wasn't given. That was slightly frustrating. And then it looked like a handball, and then the play then materialised across into the centre park out to the left. We just showed frustration, but nothing explicit. I think the ball then was out of play. Referee came over and said, "I heard you call me this. There's your red card," and I didn't. Maybe a mistaken identity, but Halesowen fans behind me actually said, "No, you didn't say anything." I don't know where he's got that from, and I was kind of as confused as anyone, but had to take it, had to walk the slow, lonely walk past the fans, and yeah, like you say, I saw. I did go in the changing rooms for about 5 minutes before we scored, just to judge the game on the volume, and came out for the last couple of minutes and happened to see the winning goal.
Obviously, first half was a little bit cagey. No one really having any clear-cut opportunities. Halesowen probably with the best one fairly early on. And then 30 seconds into the second half, Ty Luthwaite comes up with a goal. Was it, what did you say to them at half time? Was it structured to come out and attack straight away, or were you maybe just as surprised as us that it took that quickly to get a goal?
Yeah, I think you're right in saying it was a bit cagey first half. However, what we said at the start of the game was monitor your performance sometimes on the volume of the crowd. I thought their crowd was very quiet in the first half, which meant we had a bit more. We did control some of the possession in the middle of the park first half, even though we didn't really create those opportunities. We did have a lot of the ball, so therefore, they were nullified in that respect. I was happy with everything apart from the final third, which we needed to increase on. We did speak about half time. There was opportunities in the first half to get shots off earlier than we did, and then the moment had gone. So, fortunately, I think Gaz has done really well on that right hand side. Took his second chance to cross the ball into an area. Ty's got hold of it and finished it well. So, it couldn't have started any better for us really in that respect. But, we did show a little bit more attacking endeavour in the second half, and in that first 10, 15, 20 minutes I felt comfortable. After that, obviously they upped the tempo. They had to. Fans got behind them. We had to ride the storm, which we did. And unfortunately, the goal. If you're going to allow someone to shoot from there, that's fine. But we should deal with that. Really, we should either press, or I don't know whether Blunks has seen it late, or if it's a deflection, we'll have to look. But I'm quite happy for them shooting from that distance. I just felt that we should have done better.
You've dipped into the loan market a little bit over the last week or so, a couple of weeks. Phoenix Schultz from MK Dons didn't come on today. Probably felt that at the time when you were making the substitutions, maybe not the right game to bring him in. But you started Neo Dobson from Northampton from the off. How did you feel they did, and can we expect to see a little bit more of them?
Yeah, Phoenix has been ill. He trained with us Thursday, but he's still kind of coughing out a cold. Obviously, he's here as far as his development with MK Dons as a Kettering Town loan player at the moment. So, he'll be used accordingly. I thought Harry Riley actually did really well. Didn't feel that that there was any necessary change to be made at right back, but we know Phoenix's strengths, and we'll see that, I'm sure, in the next few weeks. Neo, again, just turned 17 and he's been training ever so well. Cobblers rate him highly. Same as Phoenix, he'll be learning his trade at this level for now. There's elements of his game that are very good, elements of game that he needs to be playing at this level to learn and develop. So I was happy with his work rate. There was, times where he probably got into very good areas in the first half, which we've not been able to do before. So eventually, for him, it will just be about tightening that quality going forward. But very happy with him, we've got to remember he's a very young lad, but actually he's a young lad that's good enough for this level.
Finally, Redditch next week on Saturday, the 23rd. First of all, you're going to, I'm sure, want to be taking this good feeling in a week, but also it's been a difficult time for the club because this was a month with 3 home games on Saturdays financially and feel-good factor, and 2 of them have been postponed. Firstly, I'm sure you're desperate to get that game on Saturday, but what it means for the club, what it means for you as players, and what it means for the club in a wider sense.
Obviously, Redditch on Saturday. I'd like to think that following the performance against Mikulova, the work rate against Alf Church, slightly disappointing first half against Nuneaton, but second half was good. And after today, I'd like to think the fans will be out in full force against Redditch, Boxing Day at St Ives, and at home on New Year's Day as well against Stratford. So, for me, there's 3 games there that we've earned a lot of belief in that dressing room. The lads have worked extremely hard. We'll have 2 good sessions this week to prepare for Redditch, but there's no better feeling than winning. But also you have to be grounded enough to ensure that the next game we start all over again and we prepare the same way as we have done today and be fully right for Redditch.
Jim, congratulations, enjoy your Saturday evening, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, I will.